Gentlemen, this one is for you. And ladies, stay with me too, because what I'm about to say, you've been thinking it for years, but nobody has been brave enough to say it out loud. I'm going to tell you what women really wish men knew. Not the polite version, not the version designed to protect your ego, the honest version. And I promise you, if you listen with an open mind, what you hear today could completely change your relationships, your dating life, and how women see you. Stay with me until the very end, because the most important point of all is waiting for you there. Welcome to Avoiding Drama. I'm Carmen, and this is a conversation that is long overdue. Let's start. Let me start with something I have experienced personally, and I know I am not alone. In online dating and social media, men present one version of themselves: charming, witty, emotionally open, romantic, sometimes even vulnerable. And then you meet them in person. And I want to be very clear about something. I am not talking about physical appearance. We all know that profile photos can be generous. That is a separate conversation. I am talking about something far more important. I am talking about personality. The man you chatted with for weeks, warm, funny, emotionally present, shows up to the date as a completely different human being. Guarded, cold, rude, or simply nothing like what you expected. Let me share two personal experiences because I think they illustrate this better than any research ever could. I once met a man online who described himself, and I want you to hear this clearly, as the most romantic man in the world. His words, not mine. We arranged to meet at a pizzeria. He arrived before me and had already ordered himself an extra-large pizza. For himself, on a first date. And for the entire evening, this self-proclaimed most romantic man in the world spent our date complaining about how expensive his pizza was. I wish I were making this up. And then there was another gentleman, genuinely lovely to talk to online. Thoughtful messages, good humor, warm energy. I was genuinely looking forward to meeting him. In person, rude, dismissive, almost unrecognizable from the man I thought I knew. Now, why does this happen? Psychologists call it the online disinhibition effect, the tendency for people to present idealized, more open versions of themselves in digital communication, where the social pressures of face-to-face interaction don't exist. In other words, online, you feel safe enough to be who you wish you were. In person, the walls go back up. Here is what women wish men understood about this. We are not just disappointed. We feel deceived. Not necessarily because you lied, but because there is clearly a version of you that knows how to connect, how to communicate, how to be warm and present. You showed us that version in your messages. And then you hid him the moment we actually showed up. Our wish? Be the same person in person that you are in your messages. The real you, whoever that is infinitely more attractive than the performance. Now I want to talk about something that is going to require a moment of honest self-reflection. Insecurity. I have an advanced degree. I have life experience. I have built things, survived things, and learned things that most people, men and women, will never face. And I cannot tell you how many times I have watched a man become visibly uncomfortable the moment he realized I was educated, accomplished, or simply more capable than he expected. Not all men, but enough men. Far too many men. And science confirms exactly what women experience. A study published in Personality and Social Psychology Bulletin found something fascinating and revealing. Men expressed strong attraction toward intelligent women in theory. But when those same intelligent women were physically present, men's attraction actually decreased. The mere presence of a more intelligent woman was enough to make them feel threatened. As the researchers put it, feelings of diminished masculinity accounted for men's decreased attraction toward women who outperformed them. In other words, men say they want smart women until they actually meet one. Here is what this costs you, and I say this not to shame you, but because someone needs to say it. When you choose a less intelligent woman because she makes you feel bigger, you are not choosing comfort. You are choosing stagnation. A woman who challenges you intellectually, who pushes you to grow, who sees your blind spots and loves you enough to point them out, that woman is not a threat. She is a gift. The man, secure enough to stand beside a brilliant woman without feeling diminished by her light, is the man women genuinely admire. The man who runs from her intelligence? He is only running from his own potential. Real strength is not threatened by someone else's strength. It is inspired by it. Now this one, I say with affection, but I am going to say it. Men, as a group, tend to overestimate themselves consistently across multiple areas. A study published in Cogent Psychology found that men's ratings of their own attractiveness were significantly higher than how others actually rated them. Women, by contrast, showed no such pattern. They tended to rate themselves more accurately and, if anything, lower than they actually deserved. In other words, women underestimate themselves, men overestimate themselves. And this shows up in dating in ways that are sometimes almost comical and sometimes genuinely frustrating. The man who approaches a conversation as if he is doing you a favor by talking to you. The man who leads with his accomplishments before asking a single question about you. The man who interprets a woman's politeness as romantic interest and her disinterest as playing hard to get. Here is what women wish men understood. Confidence is magnetic. Arrogance is repellent. And the difference between the two is humility. A man who knows his worth but doesn't need to announce it is extraordinarily attractive. A man who needs you to know how great he is before you've had time to discover it yourself is exhausting. Let us find your qualities. Let us tell you what we admire. That recognition, earned, not demanded, means infinitely more. The most attractive thing a man can do on a first date is ask good questions, listen genuinely, and let the woman across from him feel seen. Not impress her, not perform for her, see her. Before I share the most important point of this entire video, I want to tell you about a book that every man, and honestly every woman, should read. It's called The Man's Guide to Women by Dr. John Gottman, the world's most respected relationship scientist whose research has helped millions of couples understand each other better. This book reveals, scientifically, what women truly want and need from men. Not opinions, not guesswork. Decades of real research from the world's most famous relationship lab. If today's conversation resonated with you, this book will take everything you heard to a completely different level. The link to get your copy on Amazon is in the description below. I personally recommend it, and I think you will thank me later. Now, the most important point of all. Everything I have shared today, the gap between your online self and your real self, the insecurity around intelligent women, the tendency to overestimate your own appeal, all of it points to one central truth. Most men do not truly know themselves, and you cannot offer a genuine connection to another person until you have done the honest, sometimes uncomfortable work of knowing who you actually are. Not who you perform to be, not who you wish you were, not the version you present when you are trying to impress someone, who you actually are, with your strengths and your insecurities, with your accomplishments and your fears, with your confidence and your humility. That man, the real one, is who women are looking for, not the highlight reel, not the carefully curated profile, not the version of you that only shows up when there is something to gain. The real you. And here is the beautiful paradox. The men who do that inner work, who get genuinely comfortable in their own skin, who stop performing and start simply being, those are the men who never struggle to find connection. Because authenticity is the most attractive quality a human being can possess, in any gender, in any context, at any age. Once again, guys, if you want to go deeper on this topic, I have left a link in the description to one of the most powerful books ever written on what women truly want and need from men. It is called The Man's Guide to Women by Dr. John Gottman. It will change how you see yourself and how women see you. The link is below. I want to close by saying something directly to every man watching this. I am not here to tear you down. I am here because I believe in you, in your capacity to grow, to connect, and to love well. The women in your life, the ones you want to attract, the ones you want to keep, the ones you want to build something real with, they are not asking for perfection. They are asking for presence, for honesty, for the courage to show up as you actually are. That is not a high bar. It is the only bar that actually matters. If this video gave you something to think about, please share it with a man in your life who needs to hear it. Subscribe to Avoiding Drama for weekly, honest conversations about love, relationships, and everything in between. And leave me a comment. I read every single one and try to answer each one as well. Tell me, what is the one thing you wish the opposite sex understood about you? Until next time, keep growing. Your future self awaits.